Kind of since the mid-1980s, what we've seen actually was a decrease in officer-involved shootings and killings. And then all of a sudden in the mid-90s, in the late 90s, we started to see a huge increase. And that's kind of what we've seen over the past, say, 20 years or so. And part of that is making sense of a conundrum that people try to focus on, which is the fact that in the 90s, we started to see record lows in terms of violent crime. And for the most part, that's kind of continued up until relatively recently. So that hasn't necessarily corresponded. And I think what the other panelists are really highlighting is that since that Tennessee Garner decision, I'm actually from Tennessee, so I think about kind of living during that particular time and what that meant from being in Tennessee compared to being in other states. And so part of that, we started to see a series of other cases that set a precedence. And I think instead of necessarily naming these cases, we could think about the outcomes of these cases. So stop and frisk, Terry stops, jump outs, which is where you kind of have an undercover group of officers who are in plain clothes who are jumping out on individuals standing on the street. And of course, the precedence here is that it's about whether or not someone is suspected of engaging in a felony. And I think part of recognizing what that means is that it gives officers a lot of discretion to make a justification for who they perceive to be engaging in a felony and what type of felony they perceive them to be engaging in. And so in many respects, they're actually able to at times make decisions as they're going along.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos from Brookings.